Hello, everybody. My name is Sir Raphael, and I will be teaching you environmental studies for class 4. Now, today we will be learning about our sense organs, right? Our body is like a huge machine that works with the help of different organs. These are both internal and external organs. Our sense organs help us to experience the world around us. Our eyes tell us that a rose is red. Our nose tells us that it is sweet smelling. Our skin tells us to handle it carefully because it has prickly thorns. And our ears tell us that the bees are buzzing for the rose's nectar. So we better stay away, right? So we get to know the world around us with our sense organs, right? You have five senses. What senses do you have? You have sight, right? With your eyes, you see with your eyes, and you smell with your nose, and then you touch with your skin, and you hear with your ears, and you taste with your tongue, right? So these are the five sense organs. You have learned this previously in the previous classes. Now let us go again over the sense of smell. Our sense of smell teaches us many things. It tells us many things. Sorry. We can smell a dead rat before we actually see it. And we can tell if a food item has become stale merely by sniffing at it. Similarly, the smell of our favorite food being cooked makes us hungry. Actually, what we smell are tiny things called odor or smell particles, right? Rimshiat na kan nei thoni kan zavain hey kan mu ma main kan rimshia na tangin hey a dead rat sa sut hi te po uh, kan lau thethia a rim atangin mo e tur po a thing to te su a rim atangin a hriat thei vekani kan mu ma main chu wang chuin kan rim hriat na te kan mang tangkai ve hle ani mo. Actually, what we smell are tiny things called odor or smell particles. Millions of these odor particles mix with the air around us. As we breathe in, the odor particles enter through our nostrils. They travel up the nose where some special smell detecting cells are located. The particles stick to the tiny cells and send signals to the brain that tell us whether the smell is good or bad. Now that's very interesting. As we breathe in, as you take odor particles, right? The small particles, they enter through your nostrils, in your nose, and they travel up the nose, and then they collect somewhere where some special smell detecting cells, right, are located. And then the particles stick to the tiny cells, and then they send signals to the brain that tell you whether the smell is good or bad. Right? Very interesting, right? So, moving on. Our sense of smell is also a matter of personal choice. Some of us like the smell of garlic, fish, and mustard oil, but some of us may find these very strong and unpleasant. Some of us are allergic to certain smells. Pleasant smells make us happy, while unpleasant smells can cause uneasiness. Most of us find the smell of perfumes, flowers, and scented cleaners very pleasant, right? Now, can you name any two animals which have a strong sense of smell? Right? I think you may know one. Yes, I don't need to tell you, everybody knows. Right? And now we'll go on to the second, the sense of touch. Or sense of touch, our skin helps us to feel what we touch. While the other four sense organs are located in specific parts of the body, the sense of touch is all over our body. Our skin covers our whole body in multiple layers. The sense of touch starts at the bottom layer of the skin where there are nerve endings, right? There are nerve endings at the bottom of your skin which helps you feel things. These nerves deliver the information to the brain about the things with which our body comes in contact. So, if we touch something prickly, Our brain tells our hand to move away. The message travels along the nerves. Some parts of the body, like hands, lips, face, neck, tongue, fingertips, and feet, are more sensitive than others because they have more nerve endings, right? Have you ever noticed where your hands or your lips, your face, your neck, your tongue, your fingertips, they are more sensitive, right? If you take an ice cube and you run it through any other part of your body, yes, it will still feel cold. But if you touch it to your hands or your lips, your face, your neck, it becomes more sensitive. Why? Because there are more nerve endings, right? These places have more nerve endings. Nerve endings are just under the skin where they deliver the information to the brain, right? Through these nerve endings. So people people who are blind can use their fingertips to read braille. Do you remember there's a system uh, for of reading so that people who cannot use their eyes, people who are blind, can use their fingertips or their sense of touch to read, right? This is called braille. Now, different things feel different to touch. How does the surface of the blackboard in your classroom feel? How does it feel to snuggle into your favorite blanket or to hold your favorite toy? Everything has a particular feel to it when touched, called its texture. Some things feel smooth, some things feel rough, some things feel soft, wet, and some are dry. The sense of touch helps in identifying things by touching. Now, for homework, I would like you to do match the following on page 12. Right? Strawberry. What does the strawberry feel like? What does a feather feel like? What does water feel like? What does sand feel like? What does glue feel like? What do all these things feel like? Right? Match the following A and B. Good touch and bad touch. Some of our family members or close friends may hug and kiss us as a form of expressing affection and care. We enjoy receiving love from them. This is called a good touch, right? But sometimes people may touch us in a way that we do not like at all. We may end up feeling hurt, disgusted, shameful, or bad about ourselves. This is called a bad touch. There are certain parts of our body which only people very close to us, like our parents, grandparents, and doctors examining us under the supervision of our parents, must be allowed to watch, touch. These are called our private parts, right? Good touch, where uh, this is the kind of touching that we receive from our family members or close friends that we like, right? Receiving love from them. And then there's bad touch also, when people touch us and we end up feeling hurt, disgusted, shameful, or bad about ourselves, right? That is bad touch. And then there are private parts, where certain parts of your body where only people close to us, like our parents, grandparents, and doctors examining us, can be allowed to see, are called private parts, right? So for homework, I would like you to do the match the following on page 12, as well as identify things that five things that are good to smell and five things that are bad smelling, right? And we will stop the lesson here, and I will see you next time. All right, goodbye.